What's up, friends? Welcome or welcome back to 9 3/4. It's Carissa here, and I'm super stoked to be bringing you today's reading. I say that every single time, I know, right? But seriously, super happy to be bringing you today's reading. It's one that I've been wanting to bring you. I know it's been a hot minute. I say that all the time, but this eclipse season, y'all, has been taking its toll on me. I have been needing kind of some time to recharge, get my bearings back into place, and I hope that this eclipse season has been kind to you. It's not been kind to me, but nonetheless, here we are. I am wanting to be at my best for all of you, and of course, here we are with a love reading. I don't do love readings often here. I don't know that many of you on my channel necessarily enjoy them or love them. I know a lot of you have been requesting this lately. I've been getting messages about wanting an updated one. My readings, for the most part, are timeless, with the exception of like monthly predictions, things like that. But so when you stumble upon this is when you're meant to find it. When you gravitate toward them, it's when you're meant to find it. So here we are with an updated soulmate reading, all about your soulmate reading. So I just want to go over a little bit because I needed to really get my organization in for this because of the eclipse and all of that stuff. I needed to write it down. So we're going to look at who and you. I thought that was really cute. So who your soulmate is. We're going to get some details a little bit, a small little energy check about, like, you know, if this is you, that sort of thing, who your soulmate is. You may or may not know this person, okay? So keep that in mind. And for the most part, this is definitely talking about a love type of connection, okay? And we're going to look at the energy of your connection. I won't spend too much time in this area. I really don't want to make this a super duper long reading, so it's going to be a quick one, and then we're going to go into details all about them. We're going to pull some cards to really look at like some features, things like that. I'm going to be pulling cards like this so you guys can get a feel for that. And then I'm going to pull, of course, tarot cards to get more details like about their personality, things like that, what you can expect as far as your life with them. And then we're going to hopefully take a look at when you'll be meeting them, when you'll come together with them, and see what we can get from that. And then we're going to finish off with channeled messages, okay? So if that sounds like a reading you're really interested in, here we are. I have 4 groups for you guys to choose from today. And yes, so starting off with group 1, we have this shooting star with this white calcite, druzy calcite. Shooting stars, group 1. Okay, group 2. We have this, I believe this is an orange calcite sun. He's so cute. They're all cute. That's group 2. Group 3, we have this selenite moon and sun. And group 4, we have this pink calcite, pink druzy calcite, I believe. Whale tail or mermaid tail. So as usual, you guys can pause the video here. I will drop the timestamps down below and meet you at your reading. What's up, group 1? If you chose this white calcite shooting star, welcome to your reading. I'm gonna go ahead and put your crystal right over here, and we're just gonna jump right on in. So getting started, this is part of your energy of your this part kind of represents you. And this is the energy of your connection, and this represents your person. So as you can see, it's quite different than I normally do it. But I really wanted to keep this section short, as I was saying. So starting off with you, and you might find that you flip-flop a little bit, but for the most part I really wanted to be definitive about this. So representing you, we have this spider, which is earth energy. And we also have the last chapter, write your own story, closure, resolution, and forgiveness. Okay, and representing your soulmate, we have the crow, which is air energy. So air energy can be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Doesn't necessarily have to be their placements, but they definitely could. And then of course yours is, as I said, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have father. Light attributes are talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. And the shadow attributes are dictatorial control, abuse of authority. And we also have wisdom with the heart chakra, representing the energy of your connection. We have freedom. I'm going to move this over to... All right, so group 1. As far as like representing your energy, this is all about you creating prosperity and being very much a hard worker, very much a creative, someone who's able to create abundance at that, and really going into a chapter of your life where you are, you know, I'm hearing Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield actually, and writing your own story at that, you know, walking into this next area of your life where you're really telling your own story and creating the life that you want to live, and an abundant one at that. So, you know, whether it be people in your life previously having told you that you can't do something, or you weren't able to do whatever, you're now stepping into this next, I don't even want to say chapter, but like almost like a new book of your life where you're able to, you know, write your own story, create history even. It feels like much bigger than just a chapter, you know, but like closure, as far as like closing the book and closing the door on things that, you know, no longer serve you, walking away from relationships and people and situations that are not aligned with who you are and where you want to be in your life and where you want to go, and really freeing yourself from things and situations that, you know, don't, like I said, align with who you are and in your heart space, and feel like it feels like, you know, things that maybe you've been feeling trapped in a web, like feeling like you were the one that was caught in someone else's web, and now it's about time that you spin your own web and weave your own story, things like that, and creating your own timeline, your own pages, your own web, your own Charlotte. You know, it feels like that, if that makes sense. And I hope my words are making sense as I speak them. And so the energy of your connection is really interesting too, because I feel like the both of you are doing this together. As you guys come together within your relationship, it's really about, you know, creating this freedom, really about illuminating things that people may have like kept you hidden in the dark, or maybe felt like you know, kind of dimmed your light, dimmed your spark. And now as you guys come together as soulmates, you know, this person is helping you see like, no, you have this light within you, you are the light, and it's time that you shine it, and you set yourself free, and you let yourself, you know, dream big and have these things that you want to accomplish, and you go and do them. You know, don't let anybody tell you otherwise, and you're doing that for each other. And so your partner here, your soulmate, is this crow, someone who is very spiritually strong, also very creative and very magical as well, drawn to the supernatural, and very much the crow is someone who can, like, you know, because they're supernatural and very wise, full of wisdom and mysteriousness. They can see the unseen, you know, and psychic. They might have psychic drawings. You might have like psychic connections to one another as well. I feel like also you could like be psychically connected to one another right now. But very wise, full of wisdom. There's so much wisdom here within their energy on their side. You have wisdom, the card in itself, and you also have wisdom here in the crow as well. And just holding that. And with the father card too, I feel like the crow is such a feminine energy too, but it's very balanced out with this father archetype coming out with it. Talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light. And so it doesn't matter what they identify as or what you identify as either, but this is just energy, okay? Feminine, masculine. And I feel like this person's very balanced, very much able to, you know, move forward in a way to really be someone who's supportive and someone you can lean on, someone who's very stable and who wants to provide that stability for you, you know. It also does feel like they don't need to prove anything to anybody, and they're someone who very much learns from their mistakes. You know, they're very present in the moment and very mature, someone you can very much lean on, and you both lean on each other for that wisdom, that guiding light, and which is why you're able to have this freedom, and not just like freedom in the sense like freedom within your relationship, but freedom in which you're building a life of freedom together in the life that you're building together within your relationship. That energy of your connection is all about having the life of freedom where you don't feel like you have to answer to other people. You don't feel like you're restricted. You don't feel like, you know, people are holding you back. You don't feel like your past traumas are holding you back. You don't feel like there are things in your past that, you know, maybe people, like I said, are dimming your light or making you feel small. This person is helping to highlight that, and you guys are both building that wisdom upon one another. And so that very much feels like how your relationship is going to be. And I feel like birds are very much going to be something you guys might be interested in, or might be like a sign that you see. You might be seeing a certain bird quite a bit before you start coming into contact with this person, something like that. Let's get some like attributes about this person. Tell me about group one's soulmate, please. Who is this? Okay, they might have light hair. Who is group one's soulmate? Oops, of course. Queen of dropping cards. 1 second, guys. We have mysterious. Okay, yeah, I got that from the crow. Very mysterious, you know. Okay. We have nurturer. Yes, very nurturing with that energy here. Oh, dark complexion. Okay, skillful. I like that. Can you tell us about group one's soulmates? We have science and tech. Cool. How many is that? 6. Let's get 4 more. Water sign. Okay. Makes sense with like that intuition, psychic abilities. Might have a lot of water placements. There might be their rising or sun sign, something like that. Tell us about group one's soulmates. We have social butterfly. Winged animals are definitely a thing here with your person. Okay. 2 more. Please tell us about group one's soulmate. Who is group one's soulmate? Tell us about group one's soulmate. procrastinator. Okay, and last one, cartomancy, which makes sense, you guys, because of the whole psychic thing. I'm gonna move this. So here we have your features of your person. I'm gonna move this so you can better see it. A little bit of information about your person there. We're gonna move into the area of seeing a little more details about your person, okay? Okay, what else can you tell us about Group 1 Soulmate? Tell me about Group 1 Soulmate, please. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, what else can you tell me about Group 1 Soulmate, please? The Two of Swords. And what else can you tell us about Group 1 Soulmate? What else can you tell us about Group 1 Soulmate? Queen of Wands. All right, Group 1. One more. What else can you tell us about Group 1 Soulmate, please? The Fool. Okay. In the back of the deck with the Ace of Swords. Oops. Okay. Group 1, it looks like your person is very much someone who is very carefree and likes to have fun. I think that they are also very honest with you, and someone who is very, like I said, stable. You know, the stability comes into play here, very much so. And I think that they also like to allow you to make the decisions in the relationship, because they're like, nope, it's up to you. I think there's that type of person to do that. I feel like if there's any type of argument that you guys would be having in this kind of dynamic, it would, I'm seeing like, oh, what do you want to eat? No, but what do you want to eat? I don't know. I decided last time. I decided last time. And that's kind of what I'm being shown, is like deciding on what to eat for some reason. Food is a big thing. And with the Six of Pentacles here, they're very, very generous, someone that you can rely on, and they're very much someone that wants to provide for you. Lots of passion coming forward here, as far as like being able to really put the energy out there and attract back what they put out. You know, they're very much in that vibe, if that makes sense. So they understand like what you get, what you put out is what you get back. And so they treat you the way that they want to be treated. You treat them the way they want, the way that you want them to treat you. Does that make sense? Did I say that correctly? But yes, very much that kind of energy, you know, like understanding your beauty and your grace and your fire, and very much like a lot of physical attraction here. I feel like physical connection, physical touch might be one of their love languages as well. And showering you with gifts, not necessarily like them needing gifts for themselves, but like giving other people gifts. So giving you gifts, random acts of kindness, that sort of a thing, and just being spontaneous with you, doing things like out of the blue, surprising you maybe randomly, bringing you home like a gift for no reason, or surprising you with like your favorite drink, your favorite coffee, your favorite boba, flowers, something like that, whatever it is, you know, I think that's kind of what I'm seeing. Just like randomly, it doesn't have to be a special occasion for them to shower you with a gift or with love or with something, you know. They just know you're having a hard day, or let's just say, you know, if you identify as a female and they know your period's coming up, they're going to bring you like a little care package of like things for your period week. It feels like that, you know. And then, like I said, they're very much somebody who is like inspired by you as well. They take inspired action towards things. If you have an idea that they want to help drive forward as well, you know, like when it comes to what we talked about, the freedom in your connection, right? Because you guys are, here we go, they have the wisdom card with the father attribute. You guys have all of these creative ideas that you want to put into play, and you feed off of each other in that sense. So with this Ace of Swords here, you know, you inspire them to take action on things as well as they inspire you. You know, with Charlotte's Web, if I'm being shown that movie, when Wilbur is kind of like Charlotte's muse, you know, Charlotte creates this beautiful artwork in her web because of Wilbur, and like people come and admire her web and all of these things. And it's the same way, you know, you guys kind of feed off of each other in that way. You guys thrive off of each other, and you guys create this beautiful life together of, you know, living a life of freedom, creating that life of freedom, whatever that means for the both of you. It's going to vary for each of you, whether that means, you know, living a life within your means, living a life beyond your means. Like, I don't want to say beyond your means, so that sounds like you're not able to afford things. But what I mean is like, you guys are able to really dream big together and find ways to accomplish those things. You guys are like living free, where you're not worried about like living paycheck to paycheck. You're not worried about, you know, having a normal like 9 to 5 40-hour work week for whatever reason. It feels like something like you guys are doing something outside of the box together in order to achieve something much greater than yourselves, because you guys have such a huge vision and you guys are spreading your wings and flying beyond that, if that makes sense. You know, it's something so different. And that's kind of what I'm being shown. Very cool. I really like this energy, you guys. It feels like very inspiring and invigorating, and like it's like illuminating, like things are lighting up within you guys, and it's very interesting. I'm so excited, honestly. But yes, let's see if I can get anything as far as like when can we get any whens? Maybe I should use a different deck. Hold on, I have a deck here just for that specific reason. Can you tell us when this particular connection will come into play? When will this connection come into play, please? Which one am I going to take? That's too many cards. When will this connection come together? Here we go. Oh my gosh! Okay, first of all, that's not a soulmate card. I don't know what it is, you guys. Also, 1111 makes me think of like twin flames. Also, soulmates. Twin flames is not always a good thing, but in this case, I feel like this is definitely soulmate celebration, marriage, amazing things, happiness at that, and just divine, absolutely divine. I want to say 4 months. Time is always fluctuating though, and it's not linear, so please do not rely on that. I do want to say this is during a time of great happiness. It could be the summertime, whenever that is in your area. I feel like this is also a time of like happiness. This is a time of abundance as well, of great celebration in your life. So when you are bringing things together, you guys could be meeting during a time of, when will they meet? This could be at a celebration of some kind, at a gathering, at a party, something like that. having patience. Yeah, harvest. This could be a fall time also. So like I said, it's going to vary. I do feel like this could be like patiently waiting for you guys to come together, because it won't be like a straight out the gate kind of relationship, in which you guys are going to have to take some time getting to know one another, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Yes, your souls will recognize one another, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, you're the one for me and I'm the one for you. Like, it doesn't work like in the movies, you know what I mean? But definitely a lot of passion. Somebody's going to be like really excited to get things started, but like I said, it's going to be a time of like really nurturing one another. And like when it comes to this card, I just feel like it's about you guys taking your time with one another and being patient with one another, like really allowing yourselves to get to know each other. With this 7, I just feel like patience is key, you know, really having that balance with, as far as like balancing practicality with spirituality. That's what I'm hearing. And just allowing yourselves to really take it slow. I know not all of us want to take things slow. Patience is not necessarily everyone's strongest attribute, but I feel like someone's like, I don't want to wait, but that might be very specific for someone. Let's finish up with these channeled messages from your soulmate, though. We have, it feels like I've known you forever. Oh, that's so cute. Channeled messages from your soulmates. Everything just feels right in this relationship. Ooh. Okay, channeled messages from group 1 soulmate, please. Oh, that was a lot that flipped over. We're just going to take the top one. Abundance has manifested since meeting you. Yes, I told you guys are going to be creating like something really big together. And I think that's what I mean with the patience card coming out. Like, it's going to take time. Good things take time. I think you guys are going to be able to smooth that out. No problem. You knew I needed you, and you appeared. Oh, I love that. Did I flip something? Channeled messages. I want to go out of my way to do things for you. I told you, your person just loves that. What does group 1's soulmate want them to know? Channeled messages. Acquaintances first, friends second, lovers third. That's what I mean. Like, taking that time to really nurture this relationship. It's not going to like happen like right out the gate. You know what I mean? It takes that time. You are my peaceful space. Yes. Let's get you a couple more. But see, that patience card really did mean that, like acquaintances, like you guys take that time to really build up that foundation. Bones by Maren Morris might be a very significant song to help kind of ease your mind through that. We also have, I feel calm and at ease when I'm with you. Yeah, definitely. Lastly, we have, you clearly hear me when I speak to you on the 5D level. Yes. And I told you guys are probably psychically connected, especially with this crow card coming out. And then the back of the deck, we have, we are destined to create together. Yes. Yes. That is exactly what I was saying at the beginning of your reading, creating something incredible together and something out of the box. It just definitely feels like that with you guys. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys, group 1 and your soulmate. I hope you guys really enjoyed this reading. Thank you guys so much for letting me do this for you. I am so excited to hear about this soulmate of yours. If you want to share down below, please go ahead and smash the like button and comment down below. I love conversating with you in the comment section, getting to know your stories, and yeah, talking story with you in the comment section. I absolutely enjoy when you guys do that with me. So thank you guys. And if you're not comfortable sharing, that's totally fine. I totally get it. I'm the same sometimes. So yes, thank you guys so much for just being here with me. I really appreciate all of you so much. And if you guys would give me a subscribe, I really appreciate it, and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I'm also open to any suggestions as far as like any other readings you'd like me to do and things like that. And I will be linking my Patreon down below. For those of you who are interested in joining our magical family there. I promise I'm trying to get more on it about like doing more cool things there and things like that. So as far as like weekly energy readings and exclusive content not available here on YouTube, that will be on my Patreon, linked down below in case you're interested. And yes, thank you guys so much for watching and for being here, and I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you soon. Bye. What's up, group 2? If you chose this orange calcite sun, welcome to your reading. He is so cute, isn't he? Yeah, I think they're all cute, but yeah, I love his energy, and I'm sure you do too. We're gonna just dive right on in. I don't want this to be super duper lengthy. I know your time is very valuable, so jumping on in. This is part of your energy, a very different energy check than what I normally do. Your energy, the energy of your relationship, and then this is your soulmate. So if you find that it flip-flops, totally fine. I drew it with this specific intention, but sometimes that happens. But let's just reveal your cards now, shall we? We have the beaver with some water energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And again, this does not have to be your signs, but just some energy here. And we also have portal, a new door is opening, beginnings, opportunities, adventure. Okay. And then we have your soulmate energy. We have air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and Peacock. And then we have release and night. Light attributes, loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor. Shadow attributes, allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions. Okay, let's move that a little. And then the energy of your relationship, we have thriving. I love this. Okay. So group 2. You guys, let's talk about you guys first. You guys are very much, very dependable and hardworking. This is very like Hufflepuff energy. So if you're not a Hufflepuff, don't worry about it. But I love whenever I can using Harry Potter references. You guys know I'm a Potterhead. This is 9 3/4. That's what we're all about here, but very much my Hufflepuff energy vibes. Okay, you might really love. You're just dedicated, hardworking, loyal, and very reliable and dependable, and just so family oriented. You might prioritize your family to the max and just really be there and put them first, and oftentimes before yourselves, honestly, and strive to really create a home, and a stable home at that, for those people in your life, whether that be like blood family or just the people that you think of as family, you know, and very much happy and creating a life of happiness for those people that you love, and thus for yourself as well, and just being that beacon of stability. And like like kind of like Leave It to Beaver, you know. I've never watched it, but I do know that that show is really about like Mr. Beaver's like very hardworking, dependable Mr. Dad, you know. And this doesn't matter what you identify as, but just that energy of like dependable, hardworking, and stability, and just everything that you want in a family person, you know. And with the portal energy, as far as a new door is opening, and you're walking through this magical doorway of something, a new opportunity, a new adventure, a new beginning, and just having this awesome thing opening up for you, a new pathway, a new chapter, a new life even for some of you, and really starting to thrive in that. You know, I feel like this is something that you're going to really thrive in it because you're so dedicated, you're so loyal, and you are so hardworking. It doesn't matter where you go in life, you will succeed because you are all of those things, and people are drawn to you for that, you know. Moving into your soulmate here, we have also, by the way, if no one's told you lately, you are highly underappreciated, not unappreciated, but underappreciated. I feel like some people in your life really understand just how important and valuable you are, but sometimes people may like overlook just how much you do for other people and may forget to say thank you. Hey, I appreciate you. Hey, I see you. Hey, I love you, you know? And so in case anyone forgot lately, or maybe you haven't heard it enough lately, I see you. You're working extremely hard and you're doing amazing. Okay, my beaver people, my group twos, I see you. You are shining so bright. But moving into your soulmate here, we have a peacock, and this energy is very, I like it. I like it. It's different. Compassionate, and this person is actually not what I would have thought. You know, when you think of a knight and the peacock, you kind of think, this person might be cocky, might be like fluffed up. But I think actually it's quite the opposite. I think this person is somebody who is very much beautiful on the inside and the outside, chivalrous, kind, respectable, compassionate, someone who is also very self-aware and self-accepting. I think that this person is also doing a lot of healing and letting go and having to really come to terms with their inner wisdom. You know, with this release card, I think this person is having to have a lot of like releasing, obviously, and forgiving of not just like the people who have done them wrong necessarily, but of themselves, you know. Because like if you look at the shadow attributes card here with the allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions, this could be someone in their life who has really hurt them, really traumatized them, whether it be an ex-lover or, you know, parent figure or something like that, where it's really taken a toll on their life and affected them in such a way where it's had this chip on their shoulder, kind of, you know, and cause them to take this chip into all of their other relationships, having these destructive things, you know, spread into other areas, other aspects of their life. And now it's about time that they let these things go. They bury the hatchet and they like release themselves of those things. You know, they allow themselves to not necessarily have to forgive those people in particular, because I'm a big believer in not having to forgive those particular people who have done us wrong, but at least forgiving ourselves, you know, so that we don't have to carry that heaviness, that burden, that negativity, that darkness within us. We can let that darkness go and allow ourselves to feel so much lighter and brighter, and no longer hold that space for that. We can have this freedom within ourselves to make room for something better to thrive there, you know. And this person is doing that, and I think that as they are coming into this more self-aware, more self-acceptance area of themselves, which they are doing that, I feel like they're doing a lot of shadow work, a lot of healing, a lot of self-acceptance and integration. They are, you know, moving into this night energy and evolving. I think very much like in tarot, you know, we evolve from the page to the knight to the queen to the king, and this person is doing that, you know, evolving and thriving and coming into their own and crowning moment, if you will, and seeing just how far they've come and how much they've grown, and being more and more ready to step into this light, to be able to love themselves more so that they can love another, you know what I mean, in so much more of a better way. So let's get more information. Oh my gosh, I did not even talk about this thriving card here. But this thriving card is just the energy of your relationship is exactly that, thriving. Being able to be there and provide together and for one another, you know, having this excellent teamwork and really just growing things together and having this life of abundance, you know, not just surviving but thriving, and really just having this beautiful life, never being without, having no lack, you know. That's really what it is when it comes to this card. Beautiful sunshine and just happiness. That's what I feel like this card really embodies, and this energy really embodies for the two of you. I feel like you're so self-aware, so compassionate, so stable and dependable and just strong together, you know. And with this giraffe card, you feel like you guys, giraffes are like in pods. I'm not sure if that's the correct word, but as family, you guys are so strong together and move together as a unit, you know. Very much thriving, so strong. Love it. I think the energy of your connection is going to be one that's going to last and truly be incredible, filled with happiness and just abundance, and like I said, never being without. You're always going to have that lushness, if that makes sense. So what else can we be told about group two's soulmates? Oh, sports and fitness. Okay, this person is athletic. Into sports and fitness. Okay, we're going to take this one. Self-employed might be a thing. Okay, I like it. I like it. Thriving in their own rights. Very cool. We have procrastinator, also a thing of self-employed people. I can vouch for that. And yeah, sometimes working under pressure is the way to go. We have faithful. We gotta love that, right? Oh, medium or dark hair. What can you tell us about group 2 soulmate? Ooh, it's way too many cards. I'm making a mess, group 2. So sorry. What can you tell us about group 2's soulmates? Water sign. Okay. They might have watery placements. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We also have 40s. Okay. So this person might be in their 40s, or you might meet in their when you guys are in your 40s, something like that. Petite. One of you, or one of you may be petite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two more. Non-committal. Okay, I feel like that has to do with the procrastination, which is why it takes a long time for them to do things. Not necessarily committal in the relationship, but non-committal as far as procrastinating. Although I am getting that has a lot to do with releasing as well. In their previous relationships, that non-committal thing was a big deal as far as like being able to release their expectations for themselves, for previous traumas and pains that they've been through in the past, has caused them to be non-committal in other relationships. And as they are healing and doing the work, doing that integration, things like that, has now allowed them to fully see like why they've been non-committal all this time. We also have screen time coming in, so maybe they're like a model or acting, something like that. But for the most part, with the screen time card, for me, it means like they really enjoy Netflixing and chilling. That's what I'm seeing with that screen time card. But that is what I'm getting as far as like the details of like who your person is, some indications as to what you can expect. But we're gonna get even more details with tarot as far as like their personality, what life will be like a little bit. Well, let's just take a look, shall we? Put that on the side here, and then take a look-see. Take a little look here. Okay, what can you tell us about Group 2 Soulmate? The King of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, very much like someone who is entrepreneurial, I feel like, as well. Someone's very stable and very much a provider. Oh, with the Moon. Can you tell us about Group 2 Soulmate, please? Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles. What can you tell us about, oops, Lovers? Nice. One more. Can you tell us about Group 2's? Oh, we have the Six of Swords. Okay. Back of the deck with the High Priestess. Okay, you guys. So, Group 2, as far as your soulmate goes, definitely somebody who likes to smooth things over, you know, like making sure everything is calm, and doesn't really like confrontation. I feel like this person, anytime that there's any sort of argument between the two of you, they like to ensure that things are never left, like they don't like to go to sleep angry, you know, or upset. They like to solve things and make sure that you guys are on a good page, things like that, and ensuring that sort of a thing. I also feel like date night is very important to them, as far as like you guys having that date night time, that like romance, things like that. I think that's very important to them as well, keeping that romance alive and always like wooing you over, and ensuring that like romance and passion is always going to be there. Independent and very much someone who can provide for you and stand on their own as well. I think that this person is also someone who's highly intuitive and in tune to what you need also. While there is a very great balance here between being independently like on their own and having like time for themselves and giving you time for yourself as well, I do feel like there is also that time, like I said, where they need to spend time with you and give you that love and attention and shower you with love and attention. And very much being that person of stable providing and, you know, being that family person. And as far as like having these, I just feel like there's so much like intuitive, like psychic connections. You guys might have like psychic dreams with one another as well. You might be psychically connected already, even being that you guys are soulmates. I also feel like 9 and 6 are such a significant number. 69 might be a significant number, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know if you can read between the lines with that comment there that I just made, but I'm trying to keep it PG-13-ish on the channel, so with this reading, and if you can read between the lines, you get it. But that's kind of what's coming through with that. But as far as like you guys having this harmony and clear communication, I feel like that's something you guys do very, very well. This person has no problem with talking things out with you and ensuring things are good between the two of you. I also feel like this person really wants to attain that, you know, happiness, that fruition, that thriving aspect with you in terms of like ensuring you guys grow something amazing together. With this Nine of Pentacles, just tending to your garden, tending to your farm, or whatever it is, you know, that's obviously an analogy, but like I feel like that's what it is, like growing this abundance, this abundant life together, and really thriving at that with one another, and doing their part in order to ensure that this happens, you know, and always making that choice to love on you, choosing to, you know, put you first, choosing to always have this balanced, good relationship with you, this loving relationship with you. I'm really curious to see what's here. Yeah, so with the Three of Swords behind there, I feel like they've been hurt and burned so much before, and they've really taken the time to, like I said, integrate that work, that heartache, that heartbreak, and all those traumas within themselves, and really took that time to reflect as to like, where did I, you know, what are the things that triggered me, and where has it been mirrored within myself, and really dug deep to do that shadow work, you know, and to ensure that they don't then reflect that behavior towards you, and ensure that they treat you with the utmost love and the utmost respect, you know, because they never want you to experience any of that heartbreak that they've experienced. And I think communication is a huge thing for them, where they are constantly checking in with you, constantly ensuring like they are meeting your needs, and the same with you. I feel like that's a huge thing between the two of you. It's really an incredible thing that you have going between the two of you, really thriving and really ensuring that you guys are doing whatever it takes to make this thrive. Like I said, thrive and not just survive. But let's see if we can get anything as far as like timeline, when you guys will meet, something like that. Timing is linear, so not linear. So take this with a grain of salt. We're going to see. So, when will group 2 meet their soulmates? Oh, we have Wheel of Fortune. Okay, divine timing, being very sneaky here. Okay, Nine of Cups. So this is like a wish fulfillment type of thing. This is very much like you guys are manifesting each other into one another's lives, and this is just trusting that it'll happen when it's going to happen. I also feel like this is during a time when things are really like you guys are meeting at a time when you are attaining a goal, and you are things are happening. So as you're having this new opportunity, new beginning, and maybe you are having a goal set for that new thing, when you meet that goal, and perhaps that's when you guys are going to meet, something like that. But it does feel like you're very much going to meet at the end of a cycle, or completing the cycle of something of some sorts. And as you are beginning one currently or something like that, I feel like that is kind of what it is. Just trust that divine timing, trust that this will happen when it's meant to. Unfortunately, that is what is being said here. Let's finish off though with some channeled messages from your soulmate. I know some of you might be rolling your eyes at me. I apologize, but I don't shoot the messenger. I kind of like this answer, but at the same time, if it were me, I'd be like, are you serious? Like, can't you just give me a clear answer? But yeah, sorry guys. Let's get some channel messages though. Maybe that'll lift your spirits. Okay, what does your soulmate want to tell you? You are my gift from the you are! That's so cute! You are their gift. That's the cutest thing. Okay, what does group 2 soulmate want to tell them? It feels like I've known you forever. Oh, so cute. I feel emotionally and physically secure with you. Yeah, there's so much like security within your relationship. So because of that, like there's so much like stability here. It feels like very much grounded within your connection. Really good. So let's get you more. You knew I needed you and you appeared. Yes, that's that divine connection coming in. I feel the warmth in your heart and your desire for peace overall. Love it. And I think that has to do with you picking the sun. That's really cute. Okay. We can sit together in silence, yet you know what I'm thinking. That's that psychic connection. Okay, 3 more. Let's get you a little more. What does group 2 soulmate want them to know? We have, just by your touch, you know exactly when my body needs physical healing. That's the thriving. Okay. We have, this relationship will not be a missed opportunity. Trust that this is happening just when it's meant to happen. You won't miss it. Oops, it's way too many. Okay, last one. Last one for group 2, please. We danced for hours together. It felt we were the only ones that existed. Oh my gosh, that is so sweet. And the back of your deck, you hear my thoughts and I hear yours. Exactly what I was telling you with that psychic connection, you guys. So that is where I'm going to leave your reading, group 2. Thank you guys so much for letting me do this for you. I hope you guys really enjoyed it and it resonated. If you did, please go ahead and smash the like button and comment down below. Let me know with the sun emoji that you're from group 2. If you want to share your thoughts and your feelings, I love conversating with you in the comment section. If you don't feel comfortable, that's totally fine. But yes, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be dropping my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family there, where we have exclusive weekly energy readings and exclusive content not available here on YouTube as well. I'll be doing so much more content there for you guys also. So yes, I would love to have you guys there also. So thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this, and I hope I'll see you soon. Bye. What's up, group 3? If you chose this moon and sun selenite, welcome to your reading. We're going to go ahead and put your crystal right over here. I'm going to move these guys up a bit, and you can still see your crystal. This is part of your energy and the energy of your connection, and then this is your soulmate energy. So if you find that it flip-flops or maybe you're mirrored, totally fine. If not, you may have a reading in another group, or maybe you may not have a message at all during this reading, and that's totally fine too. But nonetheless, we're just going to dive right on in. So starting with your energy here, we have the Nightingale with air energy, so Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And then we also have Headspace. You are overflowing with creativity, creative energy, new ideas, productivity. Okay, and then for your soulmate's energy, we have Swan with water energy, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And then we have the Lover. Light attributes great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. And then the Shadow is obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. And then we also have Empath, which is the sacral chakra. I'll move these over just a little bit so we can avoid this glare going on here. Okay, group number 3. Starting off with your energy. We have the Nightingale. So the Nightingale is really somebody who is very much expressive, communicating, especially when it comes to like speaking, singing in particular, like musically, things like that. You might find a lot of healing within song, music, listening to music, or singing in particular, and definitely have like this fearless fearlessness around expressing yourself. And definitely you may be around this time finding yourself turning to music, or needing to turn to music, or being guided to turn to music for some sort of healing, guidance, inspiration, things like that. And I think like with this Headspace card overflowing with creativity, you might be really having all of these bright ideas, inspiration coming towards you especially, and creative energy flowing within you, and wanting to put these things into the ground, like sprout them and really hit the ground running when it comes to this, you know, ready to like explore and like start speaking your ideas into the world and making these things into reality, and like basically taking the things that are in your head and speaking them out into existence, or singing them out into existence, that sort of a thing. But a lot of things are like tinkering around in your head. You might be neurodivergent. I'm hearing that as well. And somebody who is very good at like inspiring others with your voice, whether it be motivational speaking, or just using your voice to somehow do your work in some sense. So that can literally be so many things. But yeah, I also feel like kind of shaky. So hold on. You could be very, very excited about the things that are coming as well. When it comes to this Nightingale too, I feel like your throat chakra is very open, very highlighted right now. So really that inspiration, that like self-love and expression and creativity is very much like open and highlighted, taking advantage of that. And like rather than being stuck in your head, you're like speaking it out, you're expressing it and not letting it just live there anymore. You know, you're not holding back anymore. So I really love that. Now when it comes to your soulmate here, you may find like that you mirror one another when it comes to this, because of this reflectiveness in the swan here. The swan is someone who is definitely effortless, also very creative and very mystical and sensitive. Someone who can not just, not necessarily like speak or sing or express with their voice necessarily. However, this is also creating in the sense of writing, that sort of a thing, reading, but also, you know, using words in this form of writing. So I feel like this goes really hand in hand. There's so much healing involved on this person's side as well when it comes to this energy of the swan. Both of you have this bird energy, this feathered energy as well, and not two birds I would necessarily look at and think of flying. You know what I mean? When I look at when I hear about a nightingale, I don't go and think like, oh, that's a flying bird. And when I think of a swan, I don't go and think, oh, that's a bird that flies. No, I think like a bird that sings, and I think of, oh, a swan is that beautiful, graceful swan floating on the surface of the water. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the two images that come to my mind when it comes to this. Both known for like beauty, grace, inspiration, and like that inspiration is really like being the key word here. I'm getting really excited because there's so much like love and inspiration coming here, and I think you guys are both doing that individually, and then as you come together, you're going to do that for each other as well. Again, this mirroring and reflecting is coming through really, really strong. The swan person here, like I said, has this effortless creativity, very reflective, very healing, and this person may be at a time in their life where they need that solo time, that alone time, that time to really be within, you know, for themselves and doing things on their own, and looking at the things that they need to do within their own life, whether it be on their own life purpose and their own path, and then also like doing things so that they are able to truly love themselves so that they can love someone else in the way that they would like to. You know what I mean? Because when we focus on loving ourselves the way that we deserve to be loved, we can then love someone else in the best way, and vice versa, you know? And I feel like this goes both ways. There may have been something for this person where they have focused so much love and passion on someone else in a way that it kind of had them holding bitterness and resentment towards somebody, and caused that destructiveness, that caused maybe resentment, caused them to, you know, be like triggered by someone. And now they've done the work, or they are currently doing the work, in which they're able to really see what was that thing that triggered me and why did it trigger me. You know, they're able to see like what this person was a mirror. And with this Swan person, I do feel like that they may have recently been dealing with something that maybe did not really align in the way that they had hoped it would. Now, this could be like a redirection for their protection, rejection for their protection in some sort of way, or maybe something that they had hoped everything would line up in place, but something maybe just didn't fit the way that they wanted. And so in order for them to get one thing, they had to let go of another, that sort of a thing. But nonetheless, this was for their own good. This was like that, like I said, that divine protection. This happened for a reason, and all things are working out to lead them exactly where they are meant to be. And with this being a sacral chakra energy card, this is all about lining them up for their, again, that creativity. Sacral chakra is all about creativity, passion, and pleasure, and lining up with things to get you towards, like, when I think of like pleasure and things like that and your passion, it's ultimately leading you up to like your heart chakra and your love and all those things that you have for yourself, your life, and your passion and your path forward. And which is leading me here to the energy of your connection, which is love. I mean, what better energy of your connection can that be? Flourishing in abundance with this flowers here that we have here, with the blue skies and the beautiful ocean in the background. I mean, the energy of your connection is just going to be flourishing with that pure unconditional love that you have for one another, and with the pureness of the way these two birds are looking at one another. Not only are you birds of a feather that flock together, I do feel like you guys are both so expressive with one another, so open and communicative with one another. I also feel that you don't let anything get in the way of this love, and I'm hearing love will keep us alive. It doesn't really matter what happens, what hurdles you have to jump over. You guys work things out. You know, you communicate over it, and you make sure that you do whatever it takes to grow, to overcome, to make sure you reach the next level, that sort of a thing. And you both ensure that you water the plants here. You make sure that these flowers grow and really truly thrive. I also feel like together, because you have so much creative energies both separately, you guys are both creating something extremely beautiful together as well. I mean, whether it be an amazing garden or whatever this analogy you want it to be, it's going to be extremely beautiful, extremely flourishing, and it's going to thrive and be full of so much life and abundance and beauty at that. So that is what I'm seeing there for you as far as like the energy of your connection and your person and you. So that sounds right. Let's see a little more information about your soulmate. So who is group 3's soulmates? We have, okay, this person supports all LGBTQ plus. We love that. All inclusive. It's too many cards at once. Animals. So this person loves animals. This person could already have a pet also. Definitely an animal person. Okay, we have sports and fitness. I feel like this person is definitely fit and athletic, takes care of themselves. Tell me about group 3 soulmate, please. Culinary arts. Oh, this person likes to cook. They may or may not be a chef, but they definitely like to cook or enjoy cooking. For some of you, this could be even like grilling, baking, that sort of a thing. Definitely like to show their love with cooking. Tell me about group 3's soulmates. Okay. We have social butterfly. Lots of friends, lots of people who know them. But I feel like despite them being a social butterfly, it doesn't necessarily mean that they have like a lot of people who, you know, they let in. They may have like a lot of people who know them, but not necessarily a lot of people who they allow into their circle, if that makes sense. Also have medium or dark hair. Let's get a few more. Tell me about group 3's soulmate. We have, oh, that's too many. Tell me about group 3's soulmate, please. Okay, we have 30s. Okay. You may be meeting them in their 30s, or they're in their 30s right now. Tell me about group 3's soulmate, please. Oh. Hold on. I lost it. Hold on. Okay, they're a problem solver. I feel like this person enjoys playing like puzzles, games like that. But definitely they are a problem solver. They're not afraid of a challenge. And we're gonna get you one more, okay? Cartomancy. Okay, so they do believe in things like that, or at least enjoy it. Very interesting, guys. The back of your deck, I was called to look at it. I didn't do this for everyone. Air sign. So this could be their rising sign for some reason. I feel like that's important. So air sign could be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This could be moon, sun, moon, rising. I feel like that might be significant for some of you. So take that as you will. But we're going to leave that on the side for now, and I will give you a second to take a look at those, and then we're going to delve deeper into a little bit of their personality and what it'll be like with them. So I'm going to push these away and get the tarot out, okay? So let's take a look, shall we, guys? Group 3. Tell me about group 3's soulmate. What is group 3's soulmate like? 3 of Wands. What's group 3's soulmate like? 5 of Swords. What's group 3's soulmate like? I still have the 9 of Wands. What's group 3's soulmate like, please? High Priestess. Whoa. We also have, I guess we're going to take both. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician. Okay. On the back of your deck here, we have the King of Pentacles. All right, group 3. Okay, for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, your soulmate definitely has siblings. I feel like there might have been some sibling rivalry growing up. 5 may be significant for some of them as far as like having a big family. They might be one of 5, one of 3, perhaps, maybe even 9. Dare I say 10? But I do feel like that might be a thing. But I do feel like that could be something that they have had to go through, like some sibling rivalry. For some reason, I'm getting that. Again, that might be very specific, so please take that with a grain of salt. But I do feel like this person could definitely be not within your local area. They could be somebody who lives overseas, somewhere in a different state, something like that, not from where you are. I do feel like this is somebody who is not from where you are from, as far as like who your soulmate is. I do also feel like this person has overcome kind of a lot, you know, in terms of like getting to where they are now, and not necessarily luck, but I do feel like there are some times in which, you know, divine timing has definitely played a role in terms of like where they are in their life right now, alongside with them taking the inspired action towards their dreams and their goals. You know, they very much understand how important it is for them to work really hard to be where they are in their life and be disciplined and have that strength within themselves and not give up. I feel like there were times in their life where they were very close to giving up and going on to a different path, but something within them had told them to, you know, keep going, trust your intuition, and move forward. School and studying might have been very important. For some reason, I'm getting that. Not typically how I read that card, but definitely they have this balance of intellect and strength and wit and humor. I feel like they're very funny and something like that. But yes, they are very passionate and very strong-willed, and someone who is very competitive and willing to do what it takes to get to where they are now. You know, there's a reason why they are so successful in where they are right now, and maybe they didn't get to everything that they had hoped, but they definitely succeeded at so many things, and they're very grateful for where they are and all that they have achieved thus far, and know that there's still much to be done still yet, you know. I also feel like they are very much aware of their talents, aware of their resources, aware of how much they have accumulated, very humble still, and very much doing what they can to ensure that they can take advantage of the time that they still have now in order to achieve all the things that they still have left to do. I still feel like they are still planning to do more, and things are still coming back towards them on the things that they have started planning years before, and you know, planting the seeds are coming back towards them and things like that. And definitely, you know, divine timing, things are lining into place for them and coming back tenfold. Very much someone very reliable, someone financially stable at the very least, if not very financially well off, and someone who knows how to handle their money, someone who knows how to invest, how to build something and make something of themselves as well. I also feel like this person is very generous and very kind and very thoughtful. Someone who is very much caring and loving and appreciative of those that they are with, especially when it comes to their lover, you know, when it comes to you, their soulmates. They very much take the time to be with you and be present with you in the moment. I feel like this person, we did talk about how they might be into cooking for you as well. So I do feel like they're very present with you in that, and I think that's very important for them. They take the proper steps to making sure that they, you know, I think they're very much, what do you call it? Very traditional in the sense that they go in order of a certain way that they do things. I don't want to speak for everyone as to, in terms of like they do this and then this and then this, like date one, they do this. No, and then they'll kiss you, and then but know this, you know what I mean? There's rules. I don't want to say that for everyone because I feel like everybody has a different set of standards, but I do say that, like, to each their own. They stick to their guns, if that makes sense. I do feel like this person has a very strict routine. Like, they're very set on their routine, and they do it at what do you call it? They're disciplined on their routine, but they do like to indulge also. I feel like with this Wheel of Fortune, I feel like they like to indulge, and they very much like to shower other people with gifts and things like that as well. I don't know why I feel really called to look here. Knight of Cups, yes. This person really is romantic also. I feel like this person surprises you randomly for no reason. They very much appreciate you and the things that you do for them, big and small, all the little things they notice, you know. This person really pays attention to those things. They're very reflective at the end of the day, and even in the beginning, they're very grateful and appreciative. So I really, really do think that you and this person will get along really, really well. And there's so much, like I said, love between the two of you that it doesn't matter, you know, come rain or shine, you guys make things work, and things definitely work out between the two of you. There's a lot of spark and magic between the two of you as well. I feel like the two of you really make an effort to, at least this person definitely makes an effort to make you feel appreciated and loved and seen and valued, things like that. They keep that magic and that spark alive. So definitely feel that for you. Okay, so let's get in here and see if we can get a timeline as far as when you'll meet your soulmate. And remember, time is not linear based because of free will. Timelines can shift, things like that. So take this part with a grain of salt. Let's just take a look here. When will group 3 meet their soulmates? We have the Ace of Cups, okay. When will group 3 meet their soulmate? We also have the World. All right. Okay, guys. So I feel like this could definitely be very quick. It could be 1 month with the Ace of Cups. I typically feel like this could be a month, or it could be the summertime, whenever that is in your depending on where you live in the world, when that is for you. But with this World card coming out here, this could definitely be the mark of you finishing up a cycle, right? Finishing up something, having closure on a certain situation, especially when it comes to something that you need for yourself. You know, finally doing something for you, giving yourself some kind of self-love, something for you. When it comes to this Ace of Cups and the World together, having this closure and having this new beginning, starting anew at that same point, you know, closing one door and opening another when it comes to you doing something for you, walking away from something that wasn't serving you anymore and starting a new chapter that will be serving you. Specifically something that is serving your heart space, that will be, you know, jiving with that. So that is kind of what I'm seeing here with the World card and the Ace of Cups. It could be summertime or 1 month from now that you are watching this. So again, timing is kind of sticky here when it comes to that. Definitely take that as you will, you guys. Super excited for you. So to finish off, let's get you some channeled messages from your soulmate. Guys, everybody loves channeled messages. What does group 3 soulmate want to say? What does group 3 soulmate want to say to them? We have, you bring out the best qualities in me and the world sees it. I feel like this person might be known among so many people. We said that earlier, right? This relationship will not be a missed opportunity. Nope, it won't. With this Wheel of Fortune card coming out here. It feels like I've known you forever. Could definitely be a past life situation as well. For sure. Acquaintances first, friends second, lovers third. So it could be too that you guys start off slower and then, you know, it becomes a full-blown thing, you know. My worldview is positive and more understanding. You definitely make them look at things differently and from eyes of love, for sure. You truly are my best friend. I definitely feel that. You guys have that connection, that strong connection. Look at how these two birds are facing towards each other too. Our communication is clear. Misunderstandings are rare. What was I telling you guys? So rare. What does group 3's soulmate want to say to them? Okay. You are my gift from the universe. Oh, that's so cute. You also have, when you hold me, I feel safe. And I think it goes both ways. Like I said, this feels like very, very mirrored, you know, in this relationship. Everything just feels right in this relationship. It's the back of your deck. So that is where I'm going to leave your reading group 3. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I enjoyed reading this for you. So thank you so much for allowing me to channel this for you. It was such a beautiful energy. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this, please go ahead and smash the like button and comment a moon and sun emoji so I know you're from group 3. Let me know what you guys thought about this and what you're thinking, how you're feeling. Like, share a little story with me. I love talking with you in the comment section down below if you're feeling comfortable. And if not, don't worry about it. I totally understand. But yes, and if you would love to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat, I would love to have you be a part of this magical soul tribe and be a part of the magical misfits, as I like to call us. And yes, also I will be dropping our Patreon link down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings and not available here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for being here and watching, and I love you guys so much. So thank you. I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you soon. Bye. What's up, group 4? If you chose this pink crazy lace agate whale tail, welcome to your reading. I'm gonna go ahead and put your crystal right here. This is part of your energy, and I'm gonna put that there. That's also your energy, the energy of your connection, and this is your soulmate. So without further ado, let's jump in. We have, wow, for you, you have the whale, which is totally fitting with your whale tail. Look at that. Perfect. So this is obviously water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Obviously it doesn't have to be your signs, but it definitely could be an extra layer of confirmation for you. We also have campfire, circle, create deep and magical connections, relationships, bonding, community. And then here on your soulmate side, we have fox with earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Also have child, orphan. Light attributes are independence based on learning to go at it alone, conquering fear of surviving. And shadows are feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. And then we have insecurity, which is the root chakra. Okay. And then the energy of your connection, we have community, which I feel like this is like family. Makes sense, actually. Okay. So starting with your energy here, if you find that it's flipped, that's totally fine too. Or you may find that you are drawn to another group. That's fine. There are no rules. anyways, starting off here, the whale person here, your energy, we have this deep emotion, deep wisdom. You know, whales are full of that ancient wisdom, and they've been here for many, many years, and they're just so connected to that ancient wisdom, you know, that starseed energy, and they're so strong and peaceful and calm and stable and just full of so much love, and they just know that inner knowing, that deep knowing. Paired with this campfire circle, create deep and magical connections, relationships, bonding, community. Not only that, the whales travel in pods, you know, family, and they bond, and they also have this way of really having peaceful connections with humans as well as other animals in the sea, other creatures in the sea, and this unspoken way of just being there, you know, like almost like how elephants are on land, you know, just so wise, so full of wisdom and knowing and memories, and just being like a pillar in their own community of the ocean, which is so vast and deep and full of unknown things, and only the whales know, you know. And so I feel like that's you guys, just full of that deep knowledge, that deep emotion, that deep, you know, opposite of Ron. You know, I'm just being shown like you have the emotional range of a teaspoon, but you actually have the emotional range of like the world, you know, the ocean. It's crazy. Which is why you're able to create this amazing community around you, whether it be your family. You know, I think family is extremely important for you, and whether it be because you know, for some of you it could have been because you either did not have a stable family growing up, or, okay, stay with me, or you really did have an incredible family surrounding you growing up, and that's why it's so important that you continue that, even now, you know, and having that creative, having that strong sense of family around you, I feel like is very important for you to instill in future generations. And being there, you know, having that home for other people to come to. Maybe you had friends who didn't necessarily have people, you know, in their lives to depend on, and, you know, they slept over at your house a lot, and, you know, always had a place to go. Maybe had like adopted friends that were now, you know, a part of your family, that sort of a thing. I can see that coming in, being shown that for some of you. So take that if it resonates, you know. But definitely, also if you're resonating with coven energy might be something, for some of you, if you resonate with that. Again, not all of you will. So I also feel like for some of you, you might have been really hypersensitive to other people's emotions, you know, because you're so vast with that emotional depth. You might have been afraid to step on other people's toes, or saying the wrong things, or doing the wrong things, so as not to hurt other people's feelings or to overstep boundaries, things like that. Empathic, you might have those empathic abilities also, and really just pick up on other people's emotions really, really well, or read them really well. Especially people who maybe don't wear their emotions on their sleeves. You just already feel it, you know it, you know, other people might not be able to read them, but you can definitely feel them. And moving into your soulmate's energy, we have the fox here, along with the child, orphan, and insecurity. This person is definitely someone who also values family quite a bit. They're very smart, they're very wise, they're quick-witted, they're funny, they're very intelligent, as I was saying, and they're also very good teachers, you know. Sometimes we think of foxes as like wise asses, and they can be in their humor, definitely funny, but they're also very kind and very generous at that. And also with this fox energy, they have a heart of gold. You know, I feel like they've been burned by so many people. They might have been burned by the people that were supposed to be, you know, in their lives to depend on them, like family people, things like that. However, this person in particular is definitely very skilled, very adaptable, very charismatic, you know, because they've always wanted to belong, wanted to have that family, and people are very drawn to them, magnetized to them. And it's despite their family maybe not being there for them or abandoning them, things like that, neglecting them in some sort of way, that they were able to draw other people around, the right people around them, towards them. You know, however, because they've had grown up in this fear of abandonment because of their, you know, maybe their parents weren't there for them, things like that. Maybe they had a father or a mother figure who maybe abandoned them in, you know, childhood or growing up, things like that. That has caused them to feel this insecurity, to feel inadequate, to feel unworthy, you know, things like that. So because of that, they have this child orphan archetype and this insecurity card coming, you know, with the root chakra coming here. Sometimes their energy is not always grounded. You know, they have this need for stability, this need to build a lot of trust and safety and comfort within their relationships and within their home life. And so it's very important for them to have a very strong bond and loyalness, whether it be in their friendships, in their business partners, in their, you know, relationships in general. And so for them, it's all in or nothing at all. If you burn them, you're out. That kind of a thing. I feel like that's kind of how they are. With this insecurity card, they are definitely facing their demons head on and having the courage to really value their own abilities, you know, because they know in order for them to really achieve the things that they want, in order for them to go much further than they already have gone, they really need to face their fears and not allow themselves to have their fears freeze them where they are, you know, otherwise that creates stagnation, you know. And with these fears of abandonment, they can't just stay stuck where they are. They can't just be so afraid that people are going to leave them and instead leave them first. You know, they need to understand not everybody is like their, you know, maybe parents, it could be other people, but they're learning that not everyone is like that. They're learning that, you know, without pain there is not love, and love is greater than pain, and things like that. And not everyone is out there to hurt them in that way. And so because of that, even with this yellow around the fox, I feel like they're learning to really build up more wisdom and strength, and understanding too that they have power within themselves to see that they hold the power and not the other person, you know, to say like, no, you don't have this power over me, to hold me in my fears and, you know, control me in this way. So they're really overcoming so many things. A long-winded way to tell you that this person is very much so strong and so filled with love and determination to become better than they were yesterday in order for them to find love and happiness and family in the ways that they never had, you know, feeling more unseen and valued in the way that they are, understanding that they are worthy of this love. The energy of your connection is definitely, it's community, but this card is definitely family. You know, see these family of butterflies with the rainbow. This is something that you guys both value and create together in this life. In your relationship, you create a beautiful and abundant family, and a family filled with happiness and miracles and just beauty and grace and happiness and sunshine. And it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows. There will be some things, but I definitely feel like for the most part, you guys definitely look for the silver lining of things. You look for the rainbows. And even though there might be rain or storms or stormy days, you guys always look for the rainbow. You guys always find that beauty and that happiness in your bad days. So let's get this, a little more information about your soulmate. Let's see what we can get from this deck about who they are, maybe their appearance or what they're into, that kind of thing. But definitely you guys creating a beautiful family. We have politics. Okay, they're into politics. Great. It's kind of cool. Tell me about group 4's soulmates. We have light hair. Okay. Tell me about group 4's soulmates. We have spontaneous. Okay, I like that. Adventurous, spontaneous. I like that. We have nurturer. Very nurturing, loving energy coming through. Okay. Tell me about group 4 soulmates. We have LGBTQ+. So they could be very supportive of this, and they could be identifying as one of these things as well. They could be a part of this community or have this in their family or amongst their friends, things like that. I like to keep this pretty open-ended. We're all inclusive here anyway, so it does not really matter. We have animals, so this person is an animal lover. They might even have an animal when you meet them, or you could be having animals together. Tell me about this person's soulmates. We have sense of humor. What did I tell you? This person is very funny. Tell me about group 4 soulmate, please. We have culinary arts. Okay, this person likes to cook for you or bake, perhaps. Very cool. Tell me about group 4's tan complexion. Okay. How many is that? One more. Tell me about group 4 soulmates. Oh, it's too many. Just dropping cards everywhere, guys. Hold on. Okay, tell me about group 4's soulmate. One more card, please. One more. Here we go. We have spiritual. Cool. Okay. We're going to leave that there. Okay, so you guys can take a screenshot of this. I'm going to scoop them up now. And we're going to move into this section to get a little more information about your soulmate. More details about who they are. So let's take a look, okay? Who is group 4 soulmate? Can you tell me about group 4 soulmate? We have the Empress. Tell me about group 4 soulmate, please. Tell me about group 4 soulmate. Tell me about group 4's. We have the Ace of Cups. Tell me about group 4's soulmate. So this is 3 of Wands. Tell me about group 4's soulmate, please. The Tower. Tell me about group 4's soulmate, please. And the Queen of Pentacles. And on the back of your deck, we have the Princess of Cups. All right. So, group 4. It definitely does feel like your person has been through a lot, especially when this Tower card comes out. However, it doesn't feel like anything that they couldn't handle. You know, I feel like it's definitely something that has allowed them to overcome so much adversity and be the person that they are today. And there's a reason why they are so strong. They are so, you know, successful and built the way that they are. And it's because they've been through so much, you know, chaos and turmoil within their lives. And it's going to vary, obviously, from person to person. Trauma is different for everybody. Chaos is different for everybody. And everyone's experience is unique to their own. I do feel like it does have to do with their family life, though. And definitely, as they were growing up, you know, being raised within their household and in their family, something like that. This is definitely them learning to nurture themselves, though, and having to kind of be their own, you know, person to lean on and things like that, or finding a friend to lean on. They might have a very solid set of friends or person, you know, that sort of thing. I'm just being shown Meredith Grey and Christina Yang from Grey's Anatomy, if you're familiar. But definitely they might have that, you know, solid best friend or set of friends that they really lean into and that they call family, you know. But definitely it feels like that. I also feel like this person is somebody who is a very good, solid planner in terms of like setting goals and doing what needs to be done in order to achieve them, and knowing what has to be set into place to go after those things, you know, balancing a work-life balance in order for them to be happy, because they understand, like, you know, the things that they want to achieve in this life, it can't be all work and no play, or all work and no, you know, family life. There needs to be that sort of a balance. With this Princess of Cups here too as well, I feel like they are very good at, you know, being romantic and leaving you little love notes and messages, things like that. I do feel like they will be extremely romantic in that sense. And yeah, I feel like there's very much that kind of traditional sense about them in terms of like, you know, getting married and having children and doing things in that kind of conventional way, because they never had that in their life, you know. However, I wouldn't be surprised if there were some people in this group who maybe their soulmate is a little bit out of the box. Conventional is going to be different for everybody, because there's, you know, people's definition of conventional is going to be different, you know, but in the sense of like what conventional means to you. So I'm just giving an example. But I do feel like for a lot of people, your soulmate is somebody who very much wants to have that thing that they never had, you know, and that is like the white picket fence, getting married, having children, and really providing a beautiful life for the children and the legacy that they were not able to have for themselves, being there for you as your, you know, person, as your soulmate, and vice versa, being there for their children as their parents, as their caretaker, and things like that, and really just creating beautiful memories and being able to look back on those memories with such awe and love and inspiration and happiness, and just being so solid in those memories, you know. Really having this campfire memories and feeling like very happy about all the things, like never looking back and feeling like I should have done more, feeling very much proud of the fact that I did enough, you know, I did more than enough, and I'm very happy that I was there for every single memory to leave behind. I do also feel like this person is very, very good at showering you with love in your love language, whether it be gifts, whether it be quality time. For a lot of you, I do feel like this will be quality time. And for others of you, I do feel like this is going to be words of affirmation, and definitely quality time for a lot of you. I feel like time is a major thing in this person's life. Nurturing physical touch as well, just because there's so many things indicating physical touch, nurturing, things like that. I do feel like this person is very much in that zone of that awareness, if that makes sense. I think I said that in a weird way, but my brain understood what I meant. but definitely creating this life of happiness for not just them, but for you as well. I think you guys are both going to be on the same page in terms of like defining what that happy life looks like and creating that for yourselves and for the family that you are going to bring into this world. Now, as far as like if you are somebody who does not, like, say, I don't want children, and you're listening to this group, perhaps this is not the group for you, or perhaps you're just not ready to hear that part of the message. You can make that clarification for yourself. But I do feel like this person, family means a lot, and it doesn't necessarily have to be children. I do feel like this could definitely be animals, because we did have animals pop out here in your thing. So I do feel like it could be your children, it will be your animals. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do want to pull some cards here to get a little more information as to like when you two will come together or meet, things like that. But yeah, I do feel like this person is very much a nurturer, very much someone who is going to be a caretaker and a provider, as well as being like there at home, you know, very much like soccer mom, dad, or something like that, but also still like going to work and getting shit done. Working from home might be a very major thing also for this person, but definitely I feel like yeah, this person is all about growth and expansion and creating harmony within your home as well. But yeah, very expressive, very expressive physically and with words, you know, communicating them to you. So let's see, when will group 4 meet their soulmates? Definitely. When will group 4 meet their soulmates? Okay, 6 of Cups. When will group 4 meet their soulmate? Clarify, please. Clarify this 4 of Pentacles. Okay. So this could literally be 6 months. 4 is, I mean, Pentacles is usually years, and Swords is typically like days. I mean, weeks, excuse me. But I do feel like the first one that flew out was definitely the 6 of Cups. So this could definitely be 6 months or summertime, depending on where you live in the world. Summertime is going to be different for everybody when you're watching this. But as far as like when you will meet your soulmate, I do feel like this has a lot to do with you having a more clear vision on balancing your energy and knowing who to be generous with and who to pull it back from. I feel like there are times when you are overly generous with the emotions and the love and the energy and time that you give out to other people. And there are times when you hold it back, and it's going to be like about you really finding that clarity in terms of who deserves that from you. You know, there are going to be some people who are draining you of this, and some people taking advantage of you, and other people who really deserve it from you, and you may not necessarily give that up to them, if that makes sense. And it could definitely be a time of like you recognizing this and finally waking up to seeing the truth, seeing the reality of it, and being like, oh my gosh, it's time that I, you know, move on from this person or this situation or this place, and it's time for me to find a new and start sparking up, you know, planting new seeds and making my energy known elsewhere, putting my energy, time, and effort elsewhere, and having this truth and this clarity will bring you that soulmate in. I do feel like that's what it is. And it has a lot to do with you turning a new leaf, and it feels like it could definitely be after the springtime and in the summer, and at the very least 6 months to a year, if not more. So take that timing with a grain of salt, because, you know, like I said, timing is not linear. With free will, timing shifts, things like that. So I do want to leave that with you there, and finish off with these channeled messages from your soulmate. Typically don't like to do timing stuff, but I thought it was important to answer something. You never know. So what would your soulmate like to say to you, group 4? Group 4 soulmate. My energy is so positive when I'm around you. Yeah, I think you help them see just how valued they are. We danced for hours together. It felt like we were the only ones that existed. Yeah, that quality time and that physical touch is something that they really, really treasure with you. You bring out the best qualities in me, and the world sees it. Totally. What does group 4 soulmate want to say to them? Oh, we both came from similar past love experiences that needed healing. Do you feel that, group 4? Something to do with like how family is so important and to both of you. You truly are my best friend. That's so cute. Yeah, they treasure that. You are my gift from the universe. That's so cute. Let's get you a few more. What does group 4 soulmate want to say to them? You clearly hear me when I speak to you on the 5D level. Okay, so I want to tell you something cool. If you are listening to, let's say you're listening to like Spotify or whatever streaming service you like to listen to, you can ask their higher self to channel a song for you, and hit the shuffle button and see what comes up. It feels like I've known you forever. And lastly, we have, we healed, we forgave, we released the past, and then we met. Definitely having that clarity and like you letting go of some things that you're holding on to a little too long. I want to go out of my way to do things for you. They definitely do. You know, I feel like they definitely do. So that is where I'm going to leave your reading, group 4. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for letting me read this for you. I had so much fun doing this. It's rare that I get to do these love readings, and I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, so if you guys did, please go ahead and smash the like button and comment down below a whale so that I know you're from group 4. And let me know how you guys enjoyed it. Share your story if you feel inclined to. I love talking story with you in the comments. And if you're not comfortable, it's totally fine. I get it. I totally get it too. But yes, I would also love it if you subscribed and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. And I will also be dropping my Patreon link down below in the comment section in case you want to join our magical family there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you soon. Bye.